How's it going, everybody? Chad of Five Cards. Want to do a little chit chat real quick. I don't want to make too long of a video. I've had a tendency to be pretty long-winded on some of these videos I've been making lately. But I wanted to talk to you about some wax pricing, in particularly from Panini, and what I was, saw this flawless collegiate first off the line go off today on Panini's website, and I could not believe how it went down, what I saw. So I just got my my gears turning, and wanted to talk a little bit and see your feedback, what you guys think is happening, and what you feel about what could be happening. So go ahead and leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Basically, saw this tweet from Card Purchaser today about the Dutch auction starting for flawless collegiate. So you can see the starting price there at $2,750, and then the floor of $1,400. And when I saw the floor of $1,400, I tweeted back like, the floor isn't low enough. I didn't think that there was any chance that it was going to sell for more $1,400. Come to find out later that it sold out at $1,750. And I could not believe it. You can see my tweet there. I mean, obviously times have changed, but just as reference, when they released Flawless Basketball back in 12-13, it was $1,000 per box, and every case, or every box, basically, they broke it down. You're guaranteed to get one of the three players, I believe. I could be wrong on one of the players, but either a Kobe auto, a Kyrie Irving rookie auto, or an Anthony Davis rookie auto was going to be in your box, and for $1,000. And now here we are, fast forward to today. NCAA College Football Flawless sells that at $1,700.50 a box, or $1,750 a box, and with a terrible rookie class. So I was just like, wow, I could not believe it. Who is buying it? And I put there even like, I know there's guys, some influencers on YouTube. You'll have your Run Goods and your Hitman and your Pac-Man. They're going to buy a box of it because they buy a box of everything basically to rip. But outside of that, who in their right mind is paying that much money? And we got some replies on here. Brother Tanae, Andrew, one that caught my attention was, you also have to assume your blowouts, DAs, and Steel City are purchasing those or these to make sure you can price hobby around the number. So, maybe. Are they willing to take on all that extra inventory first off the line just so that they could create some kind of floor for the hobby? And so I went and I looked at blowout. Sure, there's blowout at $17.50 a box. There's DA Card World at $17.50 a box. And there's Steel City at $17.50 a box. Well, pretty on point with that, wasn't he? So I'm thinking, why? I mean, at some point in time, you can only prop up a product for so long. When nobody's buying it, though, you're going to have to lower the price eventually. People aren't running to buy Flawless. People aren't running to buy anything right now, to be quite honest. There's a couple of products that have gone up. Maybe the Prism World Cup is a little hot right now because the World Cup's going on. 1-in-1 basketball has stayed hot. I'm just naming a couple of products off the top of my head that I literally have had to go back and pay a little bit more money than or have gone up in value on sealed boxes since release. But when you go, I got an email the other day from Panini that I've never gotten before. I've never gotten an email like this. And it basically just looks like a, they're just, they're hurting to get rid of some wax on their website. This was an email. I pulled the web version out so it wouldn't show all the rest of my emails and my stuff on the side. But it's basically like, we've got some basketball products that we think you would really like. And it's just all of the stuff that's still sitting on their website, basketball-wise, that hasn't sold out. And it's because the price, they're trying to get so much money for it that's not reflective of the current market for anything. Select, WNBA, Spectra, even Chronicles Draft, which is a cheap product, still can't sell out. NBA G League, I don't know why they made that, but that's still there. You got Chronicles, hanger packs, and blaster boxes, whatever. But the fact that they even sent an email out like this was really an eye-opener for me. I said, wow, I've never gotten some kind of solicitation from Panini. Over the course of the pandemic and the last couple of years, everything they put out sells out. Like the day it's released, it's sold out on the website, or the product after release day, maybe a few days later, the product starts to go up in price and people clean out the website. This stuff is just sitting on their website. This is the basketball section of Panini's website right here. You can see, for example, they still got select price at $700, Spectra at $930. And if you're not familiar with DealerNet B2B, that is this page right here. This is basically where dealers buy and sell with each other. You can buy from, other breakers, retailers, card shop owners, and you can see, like on here, select basketball hobby can be had for $420 to $460 a box. Obviously that's not full. You'd buy that, then you'd mark it up to sell it to your customers. But it's almost half the price of what's on the Panini website right now, and that's going to go for almost every product out there. Spectra at $660 to $750. Still $200, $300 less, and Panini won't lower the price. I also got a notification today on my phone that Panini, like Black Friday deals from Panini. So maybe they will mark down some of those boxes on their website. But and the same thing's going for the football products. They still got Origins on their website. They've still got Select. The fact that they're trying to get Select H2 $500 is criminal. That's ridiculous. Hopefully nobody ever bought that at that price. But anyway. And now they're going to come out with Panini Flawless Collegiate Football regular edition, and I don't know what are they going to charge for it. $1,500 maybe, save you $250, and you'll see the $1,750 on all three of these guys' websites right here. Prop it up to $1,750 so that Panini can put it on their website at $1,500, and you think you're getting a deal. Anyways, at this day and age, the market right now, everything is coming down. I don't know, I get calls on a daily basis from one of my distributors, and what Panini is doing, if you're not aware, this is something that they do called dynamic deals. I'm running at about 7 minutes. I'm going to try and cut this short. Basically, Panini holds back a bunch of product in the hopes that the price of the product will go up, and they could sell it at a higher price later to the distributors, and then pass it on down the chain. So I believe, most of the stuff for football this year, they've been trying to hold it back to artificially create a supply and demand that's not really there. Create some artificial demand by not putting a lot of the product out there. So you'll see when a new product hits on football, we're not getting a very big allocation initially from the distributors, and they don't have a lot to give out. And then Panini's holding the product back. They put it on their website. Then weeks later, you'll get another call from the distributor. We just had the dynamic deal. Panini gave us X amount of cases. Here's the new price. Do you want any? And, for the first time ever, a couple of weeks back, I got a call from here's the price. I turned down every single price they threw at me for football. And for the first time ever, I got a second call that day from the same distributor, and the prices were already cheaper in the same day. So, it's just that time where you just got to play the waiting game. That's the way I'm feeling. I haven't gone back and bought very many products after my initial allocation at all. We're just taking what they're giving us, and we're just waiting it out. And eventually the price is going to keep trickling down, and hopefully it'll open the eyes of these manufacturers to realize that, hey, we're not in the pandemic anymore. You can't be trying to pump these prices and get everybody to overpay for all the wax, because the value's just not there, and people just don't have the money to spend that much on the product. So I still don't understand how much. Here's the question: how much of that first off the line Flawless today do you think was purchased by Blowout and DA and Steel City and any of these other retailers, and how much do you really think was bought by the end consumer like myself or breakers? Maybe how many breakers? I can't think of maybe there are breakers that are going to pay $1,750 a box for that stuff, and then on top of that, make their margin and then dump that to the customers. It just seems like crazy pricing for that product to me. Or maybe I'm way off. Maybe it's insane value that I don't know about. The Blowout Buzz chimed in on here and said, Immaculate included NIL guys. I believe this one does too. Might be a decent reason with future draft picks in play and high end and on full uniform cards. Basically saying there's some guys that are still in college that are going to be in this Flawless, and maybe that's the reason people are going to pay extra money, because you'll have their autographs for next year when they get drafted or something. But I don't know. Again, that's just Blowout chiming in. Somebody from Blowout chiming in, which is basically shows me that maybe they do have a stake in there and wanted to prop that price up a little bit more and trying to come up with some excuses. If NIL was so awesome, then Leafs football and Leafs basketball would be doing great, and it's not, because they have everybody on this. They're signing almost, anybody that can sign a card that's still playing college football or high school basketball, they got them signing, and their products aren't performing for dick. So anyway, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below about this. How much of this stuff is getting gobbled up by retailers, the big three, big two, big three, whatever you want to call them, to prop up the price? Is there some kind of stuff going on between these retailers and Panini in cahoots to keep that price propped up so that they can try and scrape as many dollars as they can on release day from that product? Or is Flawless Collegiate just that amazing, and I'm out in the dark and don't know how amazing it's going to be that everybody just ran to go buy it at $1,750 a box today? Let me know. Have a great day, everybody.